I would say I'm from Cache Valley, Utah, Logan, Utah. It's where I went to get my master's degree in psychology at USU, Utah State University. And I'm still here in Cache Valley, so I guess it's as good a place as any.
Right.
I grew up in different places, but Cache Valley is what I call home. And I had a private practice here in Logan as well for a while. I actually worked for a number of years in substance abuse. I have what's called a SUDC, a substance use disorder counselor background. And what was interesting about that field is that addictions are not really something you can treat medically successfully. There's some understanding of medicine that can apply to treating addictions. But in my training and my own experience, I have 35 years of recovery. And my experience was I changed overnight through a powerful spiritual awakening. Before that time, in my work with addicts and substance abuse, figuring out that there was a reason that people were using. There was a chemical imbalance to begin with. And to be able to correct that the challenge was finding how to correct that without something addictive, which really was the field of natural medicine, which was the field of nutrition and amino acid therapy and many of the things that I later learned in Quantum University as well. That I began my studies in what you would call a naturopathic kind of career before it was really even official to find some of these answers. I went on from there to a private practice, and that's where I brought it all together. So that's where I would say that my role in integrative mental health was official, as I identified some of these chemical imbalances in clients, helped them find solutions naturally. Part of what I was doing in my private practice was taking people through this emotional clearing process. I actually now have developed it and refined it and defined it and created something even new that is called Zero Point Meridian Technique. So the 0 point was part of this journey, is understanding what is it that really calms the mind and allows that extra doing to slow enough that meditation is possible. And I just developed this interest in the 0 point field. And so I kept searching for more information on the 0 point field. So all these things started to come together. So a little bit of Buddhism, a little bit of quantum entrainment, a little bit of energy healing, and I was ready for more. I started to explore, what am I going to do if I go beyond a master's degree? I always thought I was going to get a PhD in psychology, but I'd heard of Quantum University. So as I started to look at what is Quantum University about, it was about all those things. It was about working with the vital body. It was about 0 point fields. It was about the quantum solution. And it was obvious there was something there that was worth looking into further. I knew from the beginning I wanted to get a doctorate because I'd already had my master's in psychology. My goal was to get through my PhD, get it done, and I did. This was the miracle, was, it could take a while to get all the research and write the paper, but pretty much by shutting my doors and with quarantine, research was done, paper was written, and I was a graduate by September 1st of 2020. And so I had my doctorate in hand, and then it was like, now what? I loved the training part. I loved all the work that I'd done that year up to that point, and decided that's really all I wanted to do. So I actually took my 0 Point Meridian Technique and made it, I got it through an international accreditation process so that the technique itself was accredited. And then I took the quantum wholeness meditation and created a community. And so now I have basically an academy model. So it's pretty much all online. It's, I train people for 4 months to a year to learn, and it depends on how far they want to go with it. So 4 months to a year of training, and students are getting the whole picture of, how does quantum wholeness meditation work? How do we do the healing process from neurochemistry all the way to information fields, and heal ourselves, but also start to heal others. It is very fascinating to combine all that together. It was an amazing experience, and that's really what Quantum University is about the spiritual all the way to the physical. and that as beings, we are all that. And that once we can heal on every level and find the solutions on every level, it all works together, we can truly be healed. You don't hear the word healing in a psychology degree, and maybe not even much in medical degrees, I don't know, but the word healing is kind of reserved. It's not scientific, but it's very real. Someone knows when they've been healed.